We made a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the blaze. Pain will wake up a dead man and crowd in this torment world somehow. Unchain the sword not to kill. Unchain the sword to rid those towns above the ground. Wake up and start together now. Forget about the rules, we don't know what I thought. There was chasers of light to find a way home again.
Apparently this is a thing. We're just gonna go ahead and get this dialogue out of the way. Red Bean Stan. Hey, I've got some juicy gossip. The IPC is sending their guys to the space station. Go on. For real? Where are they? I think we've already voiced these people before, but I definitely don't remember. They just sneaked in without any notice. I got a hunch that the IPC caught wind of the Genius Society big shots having a meeting, and now they're planning to work with them on the Simulated Universe project. So who's coming? I'm coming. Mostly, just to get this thing out of the way. Oh, now he's calling. Shit. Yo, I got a 10 pull in the Honkai. Am I gonna get a 5-star character, Zach? Are you gonna give me the 5-star character? Let's see. Let's see. Nope. I don't think so. I think that's the basic music. Yep. That was the basic music. Yeah, one of the ways to know you got an 5-star character is if you pay attention to the music. If it's a lot more crazy than it is normally, you got the character. Okay, I am back on here after some, I guess a break that I really didn't ask for. During that break, I pretty much saw that, you know, what I did was I went into Genshin, and, you know, there's this character named Chevrez, a 4-star character who is voiced by Erica Lindbeck. Like, it's the moment I fucking stopped playing Genshin, voice actresses and voice actors get into the game that I really, really like. But went in there, got Chevrez, that was cool. Tried to finish the Spiral Abyss at level 12. Still can't do that, I'm too weak. Apparently, even though I grinded like hell. But didn't grind for a second team as great as I have in this game. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, we need to get this thing done. We got stuff we gotta be doing. I can't keep getting all these distractions. Jupiter Free, the Simulated Universe has been updated. We've added a new algorithm branch to the expansion module. Simulated Universe Golds and Gears. Golds and Gears? For me, number 27, Rupert, is one of the most intriguing members in the society. It proclaimed itself to be an emperor and started a crisis in the Machine Empire known throughout the universe, the First Emperor's War. Ron May plans to cultivate nuance, and Screw'em has always been interested in the origins of inorganic lives, so we quickly found ourselves on the same page and decided to focus on the time before the death of 27. The first step is to extract concepts, such a calculation and logic systematically. Then, we need to organize them and filter out content related to the inorganic lives. Prepare yourself, for you're about to witness the history of the cosmic droid head. What's here to play? You'll know it when you go through it. There's no point in listening to my description without seeing the real thing, right? The IPC seems interested in the Simulated Universe project. Of course they would be, wouldn't it? I'm already discussing with them about the implementation of the project. Be a good tester and do your best. I mean, what do I get out of here? Start the exploration. First time clearance, only 30 things. Man, what the fuck? How are these new, though? Check the path bonus. Hang on, man. I don't even know what this thing does again. I'm going back to the hunt. Yeah, because this isn't the one that makes, whatever, we're just gonna do this one. Download our team. Okay. Steve's made you a custom dice with many new dice faces. Oh, man. Oh. Oof. Oh. Here we go. This dice is also recommended, so pick it. Custom dice will make exploration more fun and easier. Huh. Oh, geez. It's just going to be the same as the other thing. Also pay attention, otherwise might lose control and turn into a robot. Oh, so you really gotta be going through this thing. What? The secrets, cognition, value. Understood? Wait, hold on, let me... What's this? View rewards. Oh. I thought these were gonna be like actual rewards that I would get out of it. So basically, this is no different than whatchamacallit, basically. The, what is that game mode? The... Leave for now. So this is absolutely no different than the, one with all the bugs. Like, that is no different. This is a completely different mode. That's all it is. It doesn't have any limited time or anything like that. Huh. I mean, I just don't feel like doing that right now. I kind of want to make actual progress into things. So what's this? Jupiter, are you back at the space station? Just got back. You're really impressive as the head of security. I just got back and you already knew about this stuff. I need a favor from you. There are a lot of critters at the space station. It's complicated to explain over text. Let's meet up. I'm hoping I don't accidentally run into a main quest. Because there's the one on the space station, and then there's also the one to do with the future market thing. Which I think I might do that absolutely last.
I'll do my best to cooperate.
Sorry, I was busy arranging my work for my team. Didn't notice you were here. Ask me anything. Fantastic, we're relieved to see you on the space station, Jupiter. I'm sorry, as head of the security department, this should be my responsibility, but I have to trouble you. We're all friends around here, no need to be so polite. Sorry, I'll cut to the chase then. There's been quite a bit of mayhem recently. 3 of the geniuses were meeting up at the space station while Asta hosted them. Some of the researchers discovered several little critters running amok through the station. They're pretty cute, kinda like Peppy, but they have these cake-shaped shells, smell delicious, and look completely harmless. Asta sent over some researchers from the Department of Ecology to observe their behaviors, only to discover that these cute critters were nowhere near as simple as they seem. Do they have hidden sides too? Well, their organs, they've never really been covered up before, so there's really nothing about it. Our researchers discovered some glands on their face and foot soles that trigger olfactory signals. The chemicals released from the glands combine with olfactory cells in the nose to potentially stimulate a reaction of the brain. Basically, the food flavors they radiate can affect human perception. For example, some researchers came into contact with them before. Those who smelled red bean felt depressed when they get back to their cryosleep pods. Meanwhile, those who would smell cheese grew extremely excited. So the researchers put together a special test for the critters to calculate all the potential risks. So, how do you want me to help? Easy. I'd like you to take the special gland test. In a nutshell, this test uploads and synchronizes our thoughts to the cloud. Our researchers then gather as much of the small secretions in the critters, and then stimulate each of these smells in the cloud by manipulating specific molecules. Activating different scent plugins will change the test subject's perceptions, activating the memory domains of the brain and causing various thrilling hallucinations to be experienced. The main format is actually a simulated battle. The maintenance team said that a machine with these specs could only support content that size. Unfortunately, my knowledge is limited and people haven't been happy with the test results. The maintenance team said I hadn't reached the risk threshold of testing until I had smoke coming out of the machine. I think his name was Jupiter. You've seen a lot and you're pretty skilled too. Come and give it a try and see if you can maybe reach these limits. If there's smoke coming out of the machine, will my brain also? Are you worried about getting injured? Fear not, it's a remote connection, so there's no physical contact. Don't worry, the test is loaded onto a little robot, and everything you see is an artificial simulation. If there's any surprise, the cloud bot will shut down and force the exit without causing any strain on your body. The robot's over in the clinic. I'll take you over. If you have any questions about it, just ask away. I'll leave the rest to you. There's still some events in the memory thingy that I still need to do. Like, we just go take a peek right quick. See, I have this to do, and then I have to go and do this, which means I have to do this quest. And so because I have to do that quest, you know, I gotta get those two done. Once I get these things done, then I have to come in here, and I can do this at any time. This one requires me to do Future Market. This one I will do, you know, before I do Future Market. You know. Verifying identity, authentication successful. Cryosleep pod status test complete. Cloud synchronization successful. Dear Special Test Candidate, welcome to the Unknown Lifeform Smell-Induced Perceptions and Hallucinations Special Test. Please note, this test data has been provided exclusively by the Department of Ecology and may not be shared externally. Cryosleep pod connected. To start the test, please lie face up in the cryopod next to you and maintain a calm mental state. Huh. Oh, is this just a boss fight thing? So it's just fight bosses. At what level? What's the point of recording this? It's just boss fights. And you participate in despair mode and you just get money. What level? He's level 80. Oh, and you can use some trial characters. They call them phantoms. Scent plugin. Oh, we got a little bit of this. Oh, that's pretty good. Do that and this. And then use my characters because... Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna bother recording this one. Because... Well, it's just gonna fight bosses with some extra, things in it. So we aren't going to record that. So now that I know what that is, we aren't gonna record it. Let's go get a peek at what this is, I guess. Excuse me, is this the deceased Miss Jupiter Freeze number? What the heck? Deceased? My apologies, I meant the distinguished. This autocorrect is a little morbid. You're the hero of Xiyan Show. I worked hard to get your contact details. In fact, I have some private matter I'm hoping you can help me with. I hope it won't be too much trouble. It'll be no trouble. I've heard you tell stories when I went past the tea house. I'd be honored to be able to help you. You flatter me. I usually tell stories on the stage before the Sleepless Earl. You can find me to discuss this issue face to face. have to go. Funny how two of the things that... two event things, or two things that I thought were just events, are just limited time. This thing with Pom Pom I know is a story quest.
Storytelling is...
When it's friends against trails,
Snobs they come and snobs they go. And good friends and manners are hard to come by. I don't think he had this voice before. A storyteller on stage and friend below. An acquaintance worth more than thousands of gold. Unfortunately, you're still too far away for the show. He's probably just doing... Yeah, we talked to him. I heard you're looking for me. Ah, would you look at this brain of mine, lost in my storytelling world again. How could I just forget about that? Which reminds me, I have a favor to ask of you. There's been a lot of going on the xiyan show recently with the Ambrosial Arbor's new growth and those disciples of Sanctus Medicus causing a ruckus. And all the news feeds report that you've played no small part, Jupiter Free, in keeping the peace. But there's no literature out there on the market right now really capitalizing on this. I'm just thinking, why not get ahead of the curve and make it a bit of a killing at the box office, And so, I humbly invite you to tell me of your heroic exploits. I'll definitely spin out a brilliant story. If I could just get my hands on those first-hand accounts of yours. So you want a recap of what happened? Wonderful, if you could be so kind. Mr. Xiyan takes out his phone and prepares to record your tales. In a world where memes and cringe collide. What the f... Oh my god, okay. Alright. In a world where memes and cringe collide, one trailblazer must rise to the challenge. It all started with this cute girl known as Little Miss March, and some old wise man called Grandpa Yang. You rattle off your journey so far abroad the Wafu in a deep dramatic voice, adopting the style of the hit web drama 3-Minute Butterfly Immersia. From your arrival in the Xianzhou to your bloody battle with Fantilia, you do your best to cover up all the ups and downs and twists and turns of your story. But Mr. Zinyan's attention span seems to be waning. He even turned his phone sideways during the Battle of Eversman Mansion, no doubt to sneak in a couple of hands of celestial jade. This woman who called herself Galactic Baseballer was locked in a heated battle against the Master Primus of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. And for the Xiyan show, this was a battle for life and death. Evildoers meet their maker. Wait, what? Huh? What the fuck? When did this happen? Hang on.
Try harder.
When did this fight happen?
Another soon to be departed.
I don't quite remember this battle. This doesn't seem to be fitting with the lore.
Take this!
Calm your body and mind.
Ow, ow, ow.
To my heart's content.
Lots of pain.
A blade of moonlight.
You know, with how much I've seen the game in fast motion, once you go to normal, like, speed, it's like it's actually, like, you know it's gonna be, like, some normal speed. But then it's almost like it's going in fucking slow motion.
Let's go.
Like, seriously. It gets weird.
I won't go easy on you. You know nothing of the weight. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive.
And I don't know if, which part of me is, like, the bigger one here. The part of me that is kind of excited to get back to all the editing and stuff, and the other part of me that is really not excited to get back to editing. I mean, hell, doing all that editing for the Nikkei videos on my phone was kind of a pain in the ass. Which, I mean, editing on here is much easier. But I have to get used to it again.
In lunar flame.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Somebody help me!
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken. You're out!
So close.
Stand down.
Ready for death!
Maybe I can do this. Demon depart!
Let's make it
Alright.
tedious. Fleeting light, roaring flood.
Entangle!
Try harder.
I'm fine.
Tedious. A blade
There
of
is
moonlight.
quite a lot of things that I gotta catch up on in this game. It's mostly just story stuff, because apparently
go.
these events, I mean, it just looks like these events I can just knock out of the park real quick.
You can still walk calm your body.
Mostly because it's just fighting, which means I can just, you know, speed up the fights, you know, not gonna record it, which means I'm not gonna have to edit it, which means it saves time. I mean, obviously I already know if I, like, really I'm sure to have everything done before the next update in the game, you know? So I'll obviously be back to, like, finishing, either finishing Eternights or waiting to finish Eternights and just start up something new with the PS Extra subscription. Good game, I mean good story. You were done there with the story, right? Don't look at me like that, I've been listening attentively all this time. Your story, however, has some issues, even though the plot is not that boring. It's written in a way that is overstretched, underwhelming, and predictable. I can see where it's going from a mile away. But that's how it happened, it's a true story. Let me tell you. Hard as it is to hear, who cares about the truth? If you want the truth, just go and watch the news. And hearing you talk about combat, how should I put it? It's really stale. You hit me, then I hit you. It's a bit monotonous. You know all about the immersive genre we have here on the xiyan show, right? Or perhaps it should be called an interactive fantasy experience, despite what the IPC thinks. Well, those fights are exhilarating. Leaping onto roofs and over walls, splitting open time and space, anything goes. Overall, I think the story is lacking a few exciting elements that we need to draw in the audience. But its commercial potential is unlimited. What should I do? Please hold on for 1 second. I'm just fetching something for you. This is the thing that we can use to... This thing is what we in the industry call a protagonist model. Legend has it that some immersive trope has invented this magical tool for industrial-scale screenwriting. Any little Akibile takes on 1,000 different forms within 1,000 different nameless. You may have heard that actually there is only a dozen or so archetypal protagonists recycled through these classic legends and tales. This shows that there are rules to follow when telling an overruling story, and that's how this thing rose to meet the occasion. Take a gander, and all you have to do is set up a diverse range of encounters for a protagonist along a hero's journey, and let the protagonist gain various mystical abilities and treasures, before magnificently defeating a powerful foe. That's how you make a wonderful story. My explanation alone can't do it justice. You better take a look yourself. In short, the protagonist module is like a simple magic wand. So long as you follow its patterns, you can easily craft pulse-racing, heart-pumping stories for your audience. How about this? You and I hit up a site of your former battles, the Alchemy Commission, revisiting old haunts, and we'll definitely get the creative juices flowing. Let's flesh out this protagonist model. Fine, I'll humor you since I'm such a nice and helpful protagonist. I knew you were kind-hearted. Alright, let's push on out to the Alchemy Commission. I need a drink of water. If I'm not mistaken, the decisive battle in your adventure began right over there, at the Evermist Mansion, correct? Correct. You said this is where you and your companions fought against the Master Primus of the Sanctus Medicus. Was there any conflict that you encountered there? Or perhaps, did she stoop to any dastardly tricks to put you between a rock and a hard place? She wasn't even all that tough. How is that possible? How can a great battle be exciting without any swerves or setbacks? Please give me a moment to sketch out a scene. Here we go. Listen up! The Legion was in cahoots, and the Master Primus of the Sanctus Medicus, using their arcane powers, they activated elixir cauldrons to spew forth venomous vapors as they tried to take out Jupiter Free and the other munificent heroes in one fell swoop. For a moment, a mesmerizing miasma filled the air of the Alchemy Commission. Despite the vigor and strength of Jupiter Free, it was too much to deal with and simply overwhelming. The situation grew so grave that Jupiter Free and her companion concocted a genius plan. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, the realization suddenly dawned that this was all still the Alchemy Commission, a paradise known for forging the elixir of life. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have received the mandate from the Ruin Author. We, though, can strive for a miracle pill from the Alchemy Commission, turning over a new leaf to be born anew through generations of the cultivated life. How did this turn into a story about forging a miracle pill? The arena is set inside the Alchemy Commission, right? It's foreshadowing with a payoff. Don't interrupt me, it's a good start. Next, it'll go. A fortuitous encounter. Jupiter Free studied the surroundings carefully, fixating on 3 elixir cauldrons on display at the Alchemy Commission. Jupiter Free suddenly remembered that the Vidyadhara hero lady had once mentioned these 3 elixir cauldrons and how they contained essential extracts of life in everything in the universe condensed into the elixirs of life. Once put together, these three divine ingredients can be concocted into the elixir of dragon oil, which can make you born anew and achieve transcendence. Sounds fishy. Who on earth would take dodgy drugs like this? Listen, this isn't some half-baked cure-all quackery. All it does is help you ascend to the heavens, which is not that far-fetched, Paul eyes. I'm sorry for the ad-libbing naming here. Anyway, what else am I going to call an elixir that magically imbues powers like this? Let's go over that elixir cauldron over there and keep at it. I'm sure that'll give us some quality inspiration. Thinking of this, Jupiter Free jumped right into the elixir cauldron. Well, what's wrong? Is that really safe? Dropping in a meaningless crisis here would be the work of a hack and fraud, I think not. Our hero enters the elixir cauldron. Did I just turn to a bird? Oh, this is so not funny. Don't worry, it all makes sense. Jupiter Free leaped into the elixir cauldron, but suddenly felt as though the whole world was spinning. Our hero opened their eyes to find themselves to have turned into a cycrane. The book implies that this is a hidden containment mechanism in the elixir cauldron, designed by the first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission. Anyone trying to take the elixir of life would first be transported to a fantasy to undergo the trial. You call this make sense? Don't try to confuse me. You've interrupted my train of thought. The first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission hoped that one day someone could break into the confinement mechanism, clear the trial, and take the elixir of Dragonor right into the nick of time to save the Wafu from certain doom. In a curious twist of fate, Jupiter Free was none other than the heroic one prophesied by this first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission some thousands of years ago. Jupiter Free concentrated all her chi to core radix, thus breaking the containment mechanism in the Fantasia. Jupiter Free, oh, it's the same thing. Careful, don't get caught by those monsters. Didn't plan to. As the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by Jupiter Free, the secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. Huh. I guess maybe we should leave it there and continue the rest of this in the next one then.
'Cause every night I will sing